there anyone here who wishes to address the court regarding county matters? Yes, sir. If you would please identify yourself and try to keep your comments 2 to 3 minutes, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. Commissioner, I'm Robert Aguilar, grateful citizen. I was reading the Fed's agencies pulls inmates from jail. Reverend Alvarado, a friend of mine, has been receiving correspondence from the inmates that were at that jail. I read one of the letters, it's in Spanish, and it pointed to several discrepancies and problems that they were having in trying to communicate situations to the people that run that jail. One situation was where in this particular cell, water was backing up in the toilet. They were having to walk in it the other day. They were having to smell it at night, and no one would fix it. It was fixed right before the feds came, of course. And she did write a letter and tell that to Reverend Alvarado after they moved over to Ohio. And the next thing to me, I think, borders on criminal activity. When you neglect someone that's under your care for whatever reason, and you don't provide medical attention to that person, and then that person dies, I think there's some negligence there that bears an investigation by this court, to initiate investigation for whatever people respond for that. The contract is between us, the people involved, and the private firm. So I think that something needs to be done to review that. The feds have looked at it from the point of view as to whether they were in compliance, and evidently they weren't. Something you guys gentlemen have to consider before you renew that contract. Of course, they still have the responsibility of trying to fill that jail, so we don't have to end up paying that for that bond out of our own pocket in the long run. But I'm asking you all to consider an investigation by somebody, either the Texas Rangers or the police department or someone from the state, to see if there was criminal negligence on the part of that private firm. They're not above the law, and by the way, the Supreme Court said a non-profit agent, incorporated organization or company is people. So let's look at it from that point and say, let's go check them out and see if these people were doing their job or not doing their job. I don't care if they were inmates or what. These people were immigrants. None of them that I know of had a lot of federal offenses against them. They came over here just to work. They're human beings, and we should be treating them like Christians. And evidently this firm doesn't know how to do that. I think all they have in their mind is profit. And we know that's a fact. And a lot of agencies that run service used to be run by city agencies. Thank you very much for your time.
I wonder if you'd mind, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you would mind if I asked you where you get your information from on that? Because
the information came in a letter, and I did talk to Commissioner Snell, and I'm going to present that to you in Spanish. We'll try to get it translated for you, and any other correspondence we have in reference to the situations that occurred in that jail before they were moved to Hado.
Thank you.
You bet.